Hi, this is Gadget Man 404 and this is going to be my maiden flight. Now I've just strapped a battery on. This is a 1300 as I've soldered a Dean's connector directly onto my i1 Extreme flight control board. I'm using a Lemon RX 8-channel PPM receiver with a satellite receiver. That's all rigged up underneath. Got a camera on top. It's like my porthole camera, so the quality is not going to be great. I'm using my normal flight camera to actually do this video, so you should get better picture. It looks a bit of a, bodge job, but if it works, it works. And I'm going to have a little flight. I'm not going to go mad because this is its maiden. And I don't want to smash it up on my first day, but I love the configuration. I think it just looks so cool. The front arms are very wide, and when I was at home it was sort of going like that, but I had 5-inch propellers on the back, so I've changed to all 6-inch now. Carbon fibre frame. I've saved about 40 to 50 grams in weight, which is the whole purpose of this build, was to save weight. So when I carry my heavy camera that I'm filming with now, I shouldn't stress out the motors. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've seen my videos and it carries the camera no problem with my heavier frame, but when it's a bit of a wind it always sort of struggles a little bit and it sort of gets pushed down, and then you can't sort of full throttle, it'll go down on its own. You think, God, it's going to hit the floor, but thank God it never does. So I've saved a bit of weight. I'm using a different camera, so we'll have a little flight and see how it goes. So let's connect her up. That's that. Start the video. Let's see if that's actually, where's the little indicator to show. Don't tell me there's no freaking memory card in. No. Bloody hell. Right. Just bear with me, people. I've got that many bloody phones and that many memory cards. I always forget to make sure it's got a bloody card in. So I'm going to borrow my memory card out of my phone because I've got 7 gigs of space, so there's plenty. Right. This is my LG G4. Absolute love this phone. If you're looking at a phone that can record in 4K videos, it takes 10 megapixel photos. It is very, very good. I mean, I don't have any problems with this phone at all. Let's stick this memory card, if I can fit it in there. Nope. I always forget which way round this bloody thing goes. I think it goes upside down. Thinking about it. Yeah. Alright, that's in there. I've got to be careful on the time because I'm powering the PPM receiver from my flight battery, so I don't actually know exactly how long flight times are yet because I've only had a few flights. There, that's a solid light. Solid lights. Let's pop this puppy on. So let's do that. Let's make sure that is now, yeah, green. Yeah, so sorry about that. This is going to be a bit of a socket and see video because I don't know how it's going to handle or anything. Just make sure I'm not in. I need to go into sport mode. Bear with me. I don't know. It's in sport mode now. Okay, here we go. Don't know how this is going to fly or anything. So it's a bit of a trial and error. Come on. Here we go. Wow. It's got some power. Yeah, it's got some power. Yeah, now when I'm coming forward it's not dipping down, which is what it used to do before. I'm using a lighter camera obviously, so that, but it's quite, at times it's quite gusting, the wind, but actually it's a lovely little frame. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I normally crash it in the field, which is why I come out. At least it's got a bit of a soft landing. I just built this up yesterday. I've got a new frame. It's a carbon fibre, so it's light and very strong, and it's.
First day we got it to take off, and then it hit the ceiling, and we had to sort of put it back together.
But yeah, first my maiden flight. Sorry? About 8 to 10 minutes, just depending on the weather. If it's windy, obviously that reduces flight time. But I've got a camera on it, but it's only like a porthole one. It's a tiny little thing, but it gives you quite a nice perspective. So I've got a new receiver, which I'm trying to test the range, but I just daren't go too far. I'm not confident enough to push it, but actually this is wicked. Let's go some speed there.
Best of luck anyway.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's doing alright in a minute. Yeah, it's just over there a minute. But with the frame being lighter, it handles amazing actually. I'm very impressed. I like it a lot. I mean, I need to. That's not even. I'm not even doing forward, and it's going forward. So I just need to trim that a minute. So it's just going forward on its own sort of thing. I think that's better now. It's got a bit of wind as well, there's a bit of breeze. But yeah, I'll just try and get it a bit closer so you can have a look at it. It just wants to go flying, it just wants to go off. But yeah, it's very good. Just need to try and just hold it right into the wind. See, it's going forward, and I'm not even going forward. But yeah, I think just a bit of tweaking. That's a bit better. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a bit closer for you all. But yeah, it's flies lovely. I was surprised actually. I was expecting it to be very skittish. Not at all, as you can see, it's beautiful. Very good little fly. And I've got my bigger battery on. And it's just got shed loads of power. See how longer I get. That's at 8 minutes, that flight. So we'll keep going, but I'll just keep it low now. If it does fall out of the sky, it's not got far to fall. Because I don't know how long I'll actually get. I mean, I'm using a lighter camera and obviously a very much lighter frame. That nearly took my head off. But yeah, very nice frame. So this is the Diatone ET200, and yeah, highly recommend this frame. I mean, all this isn't even made for this frame. None of this you see here is meant to even fit. The motors aren't made to fit on this frame. The flight control board only just fits on this frame. 6-inch propellers, it's not supposed to take 6-inch propellers, it's only supposed to take 5-inch propellers. But I've just hung the motors arms that do hold the battery motors. I've just hung them over, as you can see, look, if I go underneath, they're overhanging the arms. Can you see that? Look, literally overhanging. But I love that configuration of that's like a star shape. But I got tons of power. I mean, I do definitely think it was a good move, me changing the frame. There's a lot of faffing around, but it's well worth it, I think, because this now, he's got lots of power. I mean, lots of punch up, but I've been flying for 8 minutes. I could never do that with my old one. And that was only half throttle, that was only a little punch up. I mean, I'm being careful because I don't know how long the battery's going to last. But it lasts over 8 minutes anyway, so I can go for an 8-minute flight with a lighter camera. Wow, wicked, absolutely wicked. So yeah, this is a cool flight. I mean, maiden flights normally is when you have all the accidents and you don't know how it's going to go. There you go. So I get about, how long did I fly over the time? Because it normally tells you. So I did an 8-minute flight. So I think I got at least 9 minutes, maybe even 9.5-minute flight there. So that setup using the Spectrum DX looks a bit of a bodgy, but I'll change these for black straps so it looks nicer. But first flight, beautiful. I really enjoyed that flight. I was a bit scared, I didn't know how it was going to handle. Actually, I was really worried how that was going to go. But no, I didn't have to be worried at all, because the centre of gravity it's near the back. If you hold it there, it's pretty much level. But if you hold it in the middle, it's back heavy. And that's not just because of the battery. That would do that if the battery wasn't on. I think because the arms are closer at the back, it puts more weight. That's why they spread at the front. But for the first flight, very, very impressed. Love it, love it, love it. Cool frame. Yeah, guys, this is the ET200 full carbon fibre. I believe it's the K3. I've got a Spectrum satellite receiver, a Lemon RX 8-channel PPM receiver, and I've transferred all my i1 Extreme parts over, and first flight, beautiful. So yeah, this is Gadget Man, very satisfied. Gadget Man 404 out.